possible. Ms. Moore, you are recognized.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and I wish I had as much time as you have so I could go back to the first century when Jesus was born, but I don't. I wish I could ask each of you a question, because you all have said things that are very, very worthy of response and inquiry, but my time is limited. Let me start out, Mr. Chairman, by asking unanimous consent to put something in the record. It's an article from Governing, and it was a study that was done on folks, and I did meet someone here from Clayton County, Georgia. It's a majority black county, and it was a study of 5 years when there was no public transportation in that county, and there was a real nexus between poverty, unemployment, those people who don't want to work, and their inability to work because they didn't have transportation. And so without objection, I'd like to put that in the record.
Without objection, so ordered.
Listen, Mr. Chairman, you know, it is so rare that I agree with you on things. I would have to say that in your opening remarks that went on for quite some time, you did make a statement right off that's saying investment in the workforce is what we ought to be doing. And I guess I'm going to ask maybe Ms. Winton, Mr. Livingston, and Ms. Shanklin some questions. If, for example, the government, like I noticed in Georgia is one of the places that didn't expand Medicaid. So that if you make, you know, say $13,900 a year if you work, I don't know how much you paid, Mr. Livingston, people. I don't know whether you hire people full-time. I doubt it in the restaurant business. So if you deny those people, like we're planning to do here in this 118th Congress, have an earned income tax credit that has been, pinned to the chain CPI, cut off the child tax credit, which is non-refundable, so you have to earn a certain threshold of money before you can access it, no health care cuts, transportation problems. 50% of Americans are rent burdened, which means that they pay more than a third of their income on rent, which really increases the possibility of homelessness and so forth. So I'm just wondering, you know, if you, Mr. Livingston, could subsidize your employees with these benefits once we cut them off. Do you think that, you said to Mr. Ferguson that we're just giving these people stuff, and I'm wondering, do you provide health care for these people? Do you provide paid medical leave? Do you provide child care for them? Do you provide transportation? These are the things that we provide so that they can work for you. And so I'm wondering if you are prepared in your business model to provide these things for your workers once we cut them off. Yes or no?
No, ma'am. I provide them a job, not transportation.
That honest answer. Ms. Winton, I was wondering, I am so proud of you and your husband. I just had a chance to chat with you in the hallway, how you started it with 2 little babies, your company 26 years ago. They're talking about cutting off all the energy credits. I remember, I've lived long enough, I had a birthday a couple of days ago. I've lived long enough to remember my first asthma attack when I was shoveling coal into the furnace. Do you think that the next generation of your company won't benefit at all from some of the clean energy and clean technology, or that we're going to be using the same sort of technologies that we use today? The $180 million is coming to Georgia. Do you not want any of that money?
So I am going to answer first that I think that health care is a right, not a privilege, and that since I had probably 3 employees, I started providing health care. I would love an off conversation, because I know I don't have time, but I think that there is bipartisanship around health care. And
how about clean energy, since my time is...
So clean energy is a long conversation. This is not a yes or no answer. I am totally for clean energy. However, However, the things that are being done now in the bills don't make sense.
Okay, very good. I just want to ask you with my remaining time, Ms. Shanklin, could small businesses make it without government work supports?
I'm going to go back to that statistic that I mentioned in my testimony, that the majority of businesses in Georgia, 99.6%, are solo enterprises or micro businesses. That is who we're talking about here. They do not have the access to fair competition or providing essential benefits for their employees for whatever reason. What we're trying to say here is that these types of programs, when you have access to quality and affordable health care, you're going to go to work. If you can go to the doctor's office and get your checkup, you're not going to have to go to the hospital 3 months down the road and pay an exorbitant hospital bill. So we're talking about having access to quality services that are necessary for entrepreneurship.
Thank you for that, because I have noticed that Georgia has the highest unhealthy people in the country. So maybe that's why they don't come to work. They don't feel good. I would yield back.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. I recognize Mr. Collins for any questions.